Good morning. My name is Rebecca Edwards, Dr. Rebecca Edwards. I'm a Climate Action Fellow at Texas Impact. I was pleased to see the broad-based coalition of stakeholders whose expertise and experience were sought for inclusion into this plan. And I was also pleased to see the emphasis on adhering to and exceeding National Flood Insurance Plan requirements in such a large portion of the state. My primary concern with the plan is that many recommendations are based on either the 100-year or 500-year flood risk areas, a statistic that's based on historic observations of precipitation. This statistic assumes a precipitation climate that is stationary or stable over time, but we do know that the precipitation climate in Texas is not stationary. The Office of the State Climatologist released a report called The Assessment of Historic and Future Trends of Extreme Weather in Texas, and in it they report a 10% increase over climatological normals in precipitation in the southeastern parts of the state. But more importantly, the report indicates that extreme precipitation is expected to increase in intensity on average statewide by 6 to 10% relative to 1950 to 1999. And 2 to 3% relative to 2001 to 2020. This translates to an increase in the frequency of extreme rain of 30 to 50% relative to the climatologically expected frequency based on 1950 to 1999 data. Historical trends so far represent an increase in extreme precipitation intensity of about 7%. Certainly, these trends in extreme precipitation have been borne out in the eastern parts of the state this month, as the Huntsville area is currently on their 4th major flood in the past 5 weeks. Some parts of that region have seen one-day precipitation totals in exceedance of 10 inches on a handful of occasions. The plan mentions the provision of a data set which incorporates these climate projections that stakeholders may use for making recommendations in a future edition of the report. But given the rapid growth of the state is experiencing in both population and industrial investment, we simply cannot wait to make adequate plans for current and future flood risk mitigation without a robust treatment of climate change in those considerations. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Dr. Rebecca Edwards, for being here and making those comments. We appreciate it.